In a few minutes, in Steve's sermon, he's going to talk about the importance of sharing our faith stories with each other and how much we can learn about what God is doing in our lives. And I'm going to try really hard not to cry as much this time. But I want to tell you about some of the saints in my life. They were my grandparents. And every Sunday, I sat in church with them. And every Sunday, my grandpa would put a pledge envelope into the offering plate. And every Sunday, my grandma would give me a quarter to put in my own envelope. And she would also give me a stick of double mint gum. That was our thing. I have no idea how much my grandparents gave, but what I learned from them was the importance of giving consistently. I have not always given to the church. The first time that I was intentional about giving is after college. I was waiting tables and going to church with a friend, and I decided I'm going to give 10%, sure. And it was amazing. It was terrifying, but every time I would write a check, I would pick up an extra shift, or I would get an unexpectedly generous tip. And I can't tell you how many times I received exactly how much I needed to pay a bill. It was exciting just to see what God was going to do next to bless me. Life happened, and my job changed, and I became afraid. I became a much more hesitant giver. And if I felt like funds were tight, I gave less or not at all. And I forgot about the feelings of joy and reverence and awe that I would have when God would provide for me. Maybe I was afraid that he would stop, that I'd used up all of my blessings. I gave less, and then I gave nothing, and then I stopped coming to church. But somewhere along the line, I came across this verse from Malachi, which says, "Bring the whole tithe into my storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you'll be unable to contain it." And it's true. It's been true for me. That every time I put myself out there and give, I receive back. We've always had enough. Pledge cards at our church help us budget for the upcoming year, and so that we can be fiscally responsible. And the stewardship committee is asking current givers to consider increasing their pledge by 2.5%. I would encourage you to try more. If you're giving, or for every $100 that you give, could you give an extra 10 or 5? I'd try it and see what happens. All that the stewardship committee is asking is for you to turn in a pledge card. And if you don't feel like you can commit to a gift right now, that's fine. Just put 0 and turn it in. If you've never pledged before, it's okay to start small. Can you give $100 a month? 50? 25? The amount isn't what's important. It's just establishing the habit of giving. Automatic giving may be a good choice for you. You can set that up through our website, and that's really easy. I can help you with that. And that's been a big help for me, because I would notice that if I didn't write a check one month, then it was really hard to write an even bigger, double-sized check the following month. So I would encourage you to think about that. And I just wanted to leave you with one thought, and that is that faith requires action to grow. And I've found that when I step out in faith and give, that God meets me there and blesses me in ways that I would have never thought possible. So that is my prayer for you, that you guys, all of you, would choose to make a commitment and let God surprise you with his blessings. Thank you.